Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I got this awesome comment from Thomas Bagley asking if I could review Brisbane, Australia. And of course I can, and this is the first time that we're going to Australia in this channel. This is the second time that we're leaving the United States. The first time we left was to Mexico. It was a little town just outside of Phoenix. It was about 2 hours. It was in the Rio Cortez. It was in Mexico. It was pretty cool. And now we're going to Brisbane, Australia. Now, I can't wait to do this. Now, if you guys want me to review a specific city, a specific county, specific state, it doesn't even have to be in the United States. It could be anywhere in the world. If you ever wanted to learn about another country, please go ahead, comment down below, and I'll go jump in and make that video for you. And we'll do the research and we'll all get to learn together. Now, before I begin and check out Brisbane, Australia, I just want to show you, if you just Google housing news, you're going to see article after article after article, basically painting a horrible picture of what is happening and what is to come. Here, this article sort of stood out a little bit. It's from Bloomberg. It just came out. And home flippers are getting burned by U.S. housing market in sudden slump. You know how you can tell when it's a small business contractor is flipping a house is because you'll go in around your neighborhood, you'll check out a few open houses, and you'll walk into one house, and the first sign that it's a flip is that the floors are all the same, right? The kitchen, the living room, the family room, all has the same floors, because these contractors, they come in, they rip out the whole floor and they put one solid floor, because they basically buy in bulk. They're buying the materials in bulk, so that's how they make their money, right? Then another thing is you'll leave that open house, go drive around the neighborhood to another house, and you'll notice that the houses look identical in the inside. That's because it was the same contractor that bought both houses and is using the same materials to fix them up. Anyway, so that's a little insight for you guys. So these guys, unfortunately, what they do, their business is basically they buy a house. I'm going to just throw out some numbers, right? They'll buy a house below market value, basically a fixer-upper that needs a new kitchen, needs new floors, completely destroyed. Now, these guys, usually, like I said, it's a small team. They go in there, they buy it cheap. Let's just say they buy a house for $300,000, right? In a decently desirable neighborhood where homes are being sold for $550, $5 to $550. So they go in there, $300,000. They're about 100 to 200 below value of the neighborhood. Nobody wants to touch this house because, again, it's a headache. They go in, they remodel the house, they throw in like $60,000 or $60,000, $70,000 of their own, basically their time and their money and whatever in materials. They fix it up and they turn around and sell it, for that $500,000. So they end up making, $100,000, $50,000, $20,000, right? Depends on the market. So what's happening basically is anybody that was trying to do those flips in the last year who bought earlier this year had to deal with two things. Basically, material costs have gone through the roof. So even though they are buying in bulk and getting a good deal, they're still paying higher than they would have paid before the pandemic. And another thing is that they were buying the homes at a really high price. Now you might say like, well, they're still buying the fixer-uppers in those. Even though it's high, they're still buying, lower. But again, as the market is crashing, you could see that some of these guys are going to start getting underwater. If I was in a situation like that, I'm not in that business. But if I was in that business, I would probably, I would have to really take a hard look at my finances and see if renting the house is the best option. Remember, the rental house market is really hot right now. So you just got to do the math and see if it all pencils out, right? Anyways, let's jump into Brisbane, Australia. Now, here's the issue. This is very, very far away. And, in general, like I'm used to making videos about using Zillow and stuff like that. But let's go ahead and zoom out and let's see where Brisbane is actually, where is Brisbane? So if we zoom out, right, and you see Australia here, okay, here we go. So this is the continent of Australia, and Brisbane is right up here on the central, the Gold Coast it's called. Sydney, the capital, is down here. So I believe that there's a few very popular areas, which would be this part up here, which is absolutely beautiful. Like I hear the weather is insane. It's just very nice. The beaches, it's just great. People are really, really nice. Then you have Sydney, Australia, Sydney, the capital, down here. Right, sorry, it's hard to see, but there you go, Sydney. You kind of saw it for a quick second. Then you have down here, you have Melbourne, very, very popular. Although I hear the weather's a little bit colder down here, but it's very, very popular still. And then over here you have Perth, right, all the way on the west side. I guess this is also very, very nice. Now these are the areas that I know. Obviously this north part, it's also very popular, but these are the ones that I've heard the most about. And look, you could see that there's the most amount of units are in the Perth area, the Brisbane area, the Gold Coast, and here the Sydney area and the Melbourne area. So okay, so let's focus on Brisbane. Now I would love, I haven't been to Australia yet, but here you go, the Gold Coast. But this is where I want to go. If I was going to go to Australia, I would want to just basically focus all my time here, right? I really, really would. Now, I was checking out this website before I started making this video, and honestly, it's a little bit hard to navigate. It's not like Zillow, and I was noticing, well, let's see, I was noticing some places don't even show price. Let's see what we got here. They're saying this is 900,000 to 1.3 million. Let's see what 1.3 million gets you. And it gets you a computer image. So it looks like condos have not been built yet, but that's most likely what they're gonna go for. Now, I don't like that. Okay, I wanna actually see properties. So I was noticing, here's another property. I hope this is a real property and not a computer image. Is it real? Is it a real house? No, again, it's a computer image. So these look like to be new constructions and they're trying to sell you. Just want to see a house. This one, look at this. Again, I believe this is, again, look, 3D image. So this one's like 500,000. And this is how the house will look. But it has not been built yet. And let me close out of that. $570,000. So, okay, so you're going to need some cash. It, I believe, is in dollars. I don't know if it's in Australian dollars, but I think right now it's fairly even. But look at these prices, 1.7. Here's 600,000, 700,000 for an apartment. Let's look at this. Has this been built yet? This is kind of weird. These are all like 3D images, which kind of sucks. I don't believe this is real. I don't think this is real. Okay, guys, so I have concentrated in this area right here of Brisbane. Again, I've never been here, so I'm just kind of flying dark here. When I look at the sides here and they tell you about the house, they don't give you a price. Like this house, it just says new listing. Okay, I love it. Like, but how much is it, right? This is actually a really nice house. What is it? A one-car garage. Kitchen looks really, really nice. The house looks nice. Obviously it's completely move-in ready. Bathrooms look nice. The backyard looks nice. Everything about this house is really nice. How big is it? Let me see. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage. 5,000 land size, 5,000 square foot. Yeah, no, this is cool, and it's right here by the ocean, which is very desirable. But again, they don't tell you the price. Why not tell me the price? Here is one that does tell me the price. And whoa, this is how much? It is $830,000 plus. Why do they put a plus? This is obviously, here's my, my 2 cents. Is that if you were gonna come here, you definitely 100% need a realtor, because you can't, you gotta learn the system, you gotta learn how it works. Remember, in the United States is different. Other countries do things differently, right? Financing, all those things. So definitely 100%, guys, you need to get a realtor here. If you're thinking about moving to Australia, obviously my number one advice would be, if you're not from here and you actually love it, because I could tell you I'm willing to take a risk and check out this place. I would rent an apartment, right, and learn the city, make some friends, make some realtor friends, and then learn a little bit. This house is really, really nice, and it kind of lets you know what you're looking at here in Brisbane. So this is what, like 800,000 or something? What did I say? It was, 829,000 plus, whatever that plus means. So, I mean, yeah, this is like a normal house. So I would say very California style prices is, basically my look at it. Like, I would love to know how much this house is. I mean, this house is insanely nice. Look at it. One single story, it's 2-car garage. Looks really nice in the front. Let's see. Let's look at some photos. Very Americanized. It looks very, very similar to something that you would see here. Backyard looks really nice, right? Kitchen needs a little bit of work. Here, let's go back and check out the kitchen real quick. Yeah, right. I mean, the kitchen. But again, it's completely move-in ready. It's not the end of the world. But the end of the world would be like if you're gonna tell me that this house is worth, $2 million. I don't know. It doesn't tell you the price. So I guess, you really just got to talk to a realtor. I guess it's just different than the United States. Here's where this house is. Yeah, but it's nice. The homes are really, really nice. Here's another single story. But again, nobody tells you the price. How weird, right? There's a lot of these computer generated type of houses. Wow, this is a very cool house. I could tell you by the type of cars that are in there. I bet you it's pretty expensive. Oh, right here, look. Fixed price bill 2.5 million bucks. So again, this is driving me crazy. The house does not exist. This is a computer generated model. I know it looks really, really like real looking, but yeah, that's where it will be. And here you go, guys. This is how Brisbane looks. Very similar to those Florida homes around Boca Raton, for sure. That's Cleveland Point, wherever that is. This neighborhood definitely looks really, really expensive. Like I said, this new construction is $2.5 million. So you could see that anything by the water is probably gonna be about $2.5 million or more, right? Like for this one doesn't tell you the price, but again, this is actually a really nice house. You get a long driveway, 2-car garage, really nice front yard. It's actually really, really pretty. Let's go through the photos here. Inside, it's normal. It's nothing out of this world, but it is move-in ready. It's got a nice counter there. It's what you would expect here in the United States too, right? The homes are all very, very similar. This house is actually really, really nice. Again, I need to know the price. Look, that's a nice big lot. It's got a little gazebo back there. I need to know the price. And look, this is like a really nice street. It looks safe. It looks nice. I sort of love it. But how much? What is the price? Look, they don't tell you the price. You got to contact this guy to find out the price, it seems like. So, that's the learning curve, right? But overall, look, look at this. It says, what is it? Best offer by 15th of October. Like, what's up with that, right? Like, what do you mean best offer? I'll give you $1. But give me a range, right? Like, hey, best offer. But if you're gonna offer $1 million, forget it. You gotta offer at least 2. This is a really nice house. Look at that beautiful driveway. Look at that garage door. Single story. Again, love the palm trees in the front. Really nice, really classy. Once you go in, what you would expect. I don't know how expensive this house is, but this kitchen is kind of dated a little bit. If you're talking about $1 million house or $2 million house, then I would say, sure, it's move-in ready, but that's not $1 million kitchen, right? I would probably, if I had a lot of money, it's nice. Look, nice pool. I wonder how much this is. Best offer. What would you offer for something like this, right? Again, like that puts me in a tough situation because I'm the type of person that wants to offer the absolute, like the lowest, right? At least give me a starting point, right? So all I gotta say, it's give me a starting point. Let me know what kind of offer, it's even good. But I guess that's why you talk to a realtor, and the realtor will tell you, hey man, if you're not gonna at least offer X amount, then forget it. These guys are not even gonna look at it. So that's the issue, man. I think this area, it's looking, in general, I could tell you, it's feeling very Southern California-ish. You know, anything, look at this house. You get to be right here. Let's see what you get, right on the water. This is pretty insane. I mean, again, this looks, I could tell you that this is over $1 million, you know, just because of the location. And looking at the floors and the kitchen, it's probably way north of $1 million. I mean, I would be, again, they don't tell you the price, but I would say something like this. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? I would say like what, 3, 4, 5 million, easy, right? Easy. Because look, it's beautiful. It's completely move-in ready. It's huge. So that's the problem. Is that they're not telling you the prices. They're not telling you. It kind of kills it when you don't know how expensive these houses are, right? But definitely go to realtor.com. If you go to realtor.com/international, you're gonna be able to basically see here. Finally, we get a house. This one is 700,000 plus. So don't offer anything below 700,000 for this, or they're gonna tell you to go pound sand. There is no sidewalks, 2-car garage with a little cover here, which is kind of nice. And then you have this other thing right here. We'll look at the photos. Let's see what we got here. Like I said, what is it? 700 plus. It's nice. Yeah, I mean, this is an expensive house. I like the bathroom. Bathroom is nice. This is actually, it's got a pool, right? This is pretty dope. So this is what the prices are like in Australia. So if you were thinking about moving here, you know, 700,000 plus is going to get you something like this. It looks like a really nice neighborhood, and it's nice. I like it. I don't know if there's an HOA or anything like this, but you know what? It's sort of close to the beach, sort of. I guess everything is close to the beach here. And this guy, LJ Hooker, I've seen a lot of his advertisings on some of the houses that I've seen. But yeah, some really pretty houses, guys, here, I gotta tell you. And definitely a lot of them look very, very expensive. I mean, this one, I don't know how much, but to me, it's looking like north of $2 million maybe. That's a really nice kitchen. This house is definitely my favorite, but again, I can't really tell you it's my favorite unless I know the price, right? But because if you're gonna tell me this is $4 million, then no, it's not my favorite at all. I can't imagine, man. This is expensive, very, very expensive. Okay, guys, so I could go on forever. This is because again, this is what I like doing, and especially when I get to neighborhoods like this. I mean, wow, look at this. Just one last one. This one is 860 to 900,000, and wow, I mean, this is what you get. I mean, this is literally Los Angeles prices right here for something like this. This is San Francisco prices. This is expensive. This is nice inside. Don't get me wrong, it's nice, but this is a lot of money. I don't know exactly where it is, but it doesn't feel, I mean, you're on a main road, I guess, next to this ugly looking building. Again, everything is close to the water, so that's not necessarily a big deal to me, but how much is it? 800, 900? Yeah, I mean, that's $1 million, man. And remember, if you're not from here, if you're not Australian, you know, good luck buying, you know, getting a loan. You got to figure out how to buy. So you might, if you're a foreigner, I mean, you might need to buy cash. So you're talking about having 900,000 plus, you know, for cash. So it's kind of a big deal. All right, well, that was kind of crazy. I could go on forever. Again, I love looking at maps and just like going around and learning about a new city. It's kind of what I do, but this video has definitely gone on long enough. All right. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry if it was a little bit slower than my other videos, only because I've never like gone to this area, so I had to do a little bit more research. And you know, I'm used to kind of doing the Zillow route, and it just makes it a lot easier. Anyways, so I still hope you enjoyed it. Let's go ahead and finish this video, and let's wrap it up because I'm sure you guys are tired. Okay, so if you guys want me to do a video on a specific city, a specific county, a specific state, please go ahead, comment down below. And if you're new to my channel and you like my videos, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button and go ahead and like and leave a comment. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.